What's up YouTube, this is Collect Pokemon and welcome back to another video. So today I would like to talk about Shining Fates. All these are mainly my personal insight. Remember, disclaimer, I'm not a, financial advisor or something like that. So don't listen, the price of this might go up. And what had happened over the past few weeks of Shining Fates. So we know that Shining Fates was released on February 19th and it's been almost 3 weeks since it was first released. Most of the products has hit the shelf, like the ETB, the pin box, even the premium collection. Now, the question is, why has Shining Fates decreased in price? Is this supposed to be normal? There was such a big hype with Shining Fates. Pre-sale, pre-order of these ETB were selling for, 120, 140, 150. And now they're dropping back down to, 80. I also saw one that is 74. What's happening? Why is it that, these things are happening to Shining Fates? This so-called amazing set. Don't get me wrong, I do think it's an amazing set, but I'm going to analyze it in a few perspectives to see if you guys, to bring you guys some perspective that I have. Now, coming from a collectors, usually I divide collectors up into two types. One is the more of the hardcore PSA 10 collector, one is more of a casual collector. So I can tell you I'm a little bit of both, depending on the set. So for the Hidden Fates set, you guys can see that I am more hardcore, which I decided to choose to collect a PSA 10 of the Shining Fates. But at the same time, I'm usually more casual, where I put a lot of the cards in the binder, just flip through it, beautiful kind of thing. Now, Shining Fates is a set that I do want to collect a PSA 10 set, but I know I couldn't collect a PSA 10 set at this moment. Any products I buy, it doesn't matter if it was ETB, tins, pins, ultra premium collection or premium collection, there's always going to be silvering. There's always going to be silvering on the baby shiny. Actually, 80% of the time. Maybe you're lucky, 20%. Yeah. But I know that, most likely if I buy a case of 10 ETB, it's likely that all 10 ETB, all the cards, all the baby shinies from it will have silvering. And because of that, why would I buy cards knowing that they have silvering if I'm these hardcore collectors? I would just wait until PSA 10 hits the market and I'll snatch it off the market. I will not try and attempt to open these cards myself and send it to grade because it's just not cost effective, it's not time effective, it's just not effective in every single way. So yeah, and that pretty much cuts out half of the pillar or the demand for collector. Now what about casual collectors? Casual collectors will definitely not mind as much for the silvering. So I have a binder with all my silvered baby shiny. And am I trying to finish it? I am. Am I in a rush to finish it? No, I'm not. And will I chase these boxes in order to pull? I think I wouldn't because there's 102 baby shiny. Yeah, how many boxes do you think you have to open? This set is huge in terms of the SV baby shinies. Chances are it's a lot cheaper and a lot more efficient for me to trade with other people or to just buy the single cards. And I think that, as a casual collector, you wouldn't care about the condition as much as long as it looks nice, there's no scratch or anything, there's no bend. I'm happy, I can live with it. So I think that that's something that's happening. A lot of people are not trying to buy the seal product. The demand of the seal products just drastically decreased because the collectors just doesn't like it. Playability. Well, the player market. Technically the player market is, I hate to say this, but it's not very inexistent right now. And there's a lot of cards of the set are reprint. The Crobat is good, but you can get other Crobats. So yeah, I'm going to ignore this pillar for a bit. Now let's talk about the investor. The investor knows from my previous video that it's going to get printed. Pokemon will definitely print this to the ground. Pokemon will definitely continuously print this set because it's a popular set. There's demand for it. Why not keep printing it? And I think that that's what's going to happen. And it's as an investor, I think that I would spend my money somewhere else that has a quicker or a faster return. Because I do think that, this set is going to be like Shining Legends. It's going to be like 3 or 5 years after the release where we actually see some movement, some growth in the set. And if I'm buying this at a lot more than MSRP, it's even harder to make that profit. So yeah, I'm as you know, investor mindset, I would not invest in this set or not invest as much in this set. I mean, I do have one case of ETB sealed, and that's pretty much it. I'm not holding on to a lot of ETB like Champions Path or Hidden Fates. Yeah, I just don't feel secure locking up all my money in just this set, because knowing that how slow this set will grow in terms of investability. Now, what about flippers? Wouldn't one flippers want to buy it from a cheap price at a high price? Yeah, you could say that, but you can only flip it so many times. I mean, if you bought an ETB at $50, with tax and thing, it might be a little bit more. And then you try to sell it on eBay and it only goes for $74. And, deducting the PayPal fees and eBay fee, you might only make $10. And, is it really worth that time listing, blah, 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 shipping and everything else? It might not be. And, we will just see people not wanting to flip these products anymore. And when people don't want to flip this product anymore, people don't need to buy it at that high price. So a lot of collectors or casual collectors, or just general public, they can actually, it's on Walmart, oh, it's on Target, they can just grab it at MSRP, and they rip it open, they feel happy. And so we won't see as much scarcity as before for the set. And I think that, that's what's going to happen in the future. And I think that there's only going to be more products of this being released in the next few months, because Pokemon already said that it's going to be released in wave. And, they don't just say it's going to be released in wave and then they start the printer. They usually start the printer already while making that announcement. So, even if they see a drastic decrease in the demand of the set, the printer is already printing these cards. So chances are they're going to hit the market and the price will stagnate for a while. Would it drop to MSRP? I don't know. Maybe, depending on the print run and depending on how the market goes. But I do think that it might do for a while. And this leads us to the question, why do I still not think it's a long-term investment? Well, here's the thing. I do think that a lot of collectors, or a lot of investors are holding on to this set. They're holding on to the set thinking that, hey, it's definitely going to be a good set. It's definitely going to be an investment in the long run. So they're not likely to sell these products at a cheaper price. They really want that 100, 200, or 300% profit margin. And at that time, because of this, it creates a fake demand for these products. So basically, a lot of investors, they might just call up a distributor, call up a card store, and hey, I want to take all 20 cases, or I want to take all 100 cases. And the distributor report back to Pokemon, hey, we saw how many cases, so can you get more? So it creates that fake demand. But in the market, there might not simply be that demand, but at the time when people are placing the order, they say, hey, 100 cases, 200 cases, 1,000 cases, and because of that, Pokemon thinks, oh, hey, there's a huge demand for it, let's print more, and I think that that's something that might be happening in this market. It's because a lot of people who are investing, they think, okay, I'll just buy it all early on and I'll just hold on to it. And I think that that's what they're doing. And when they see that price drop back to MSRP, they're likely not going to release these products into the market because they just think that it doesn't make sense, and so that's something we see. But there is also these really sketchy LGS stores which are holding a lot of these products. Maybe, not, I don't know, but maybe some LGS stores are, depending on your region, depending where you are, they're holding on to it. And when they need that money, they will dump these products out onto the market, do like a sale and whatever, something like that. Yeah, because it's very, very confusing, the current Pokemon card market. That structure of distributors, retailer, people, and then the investor, they all get blurred together now. So yeah, Shining Fates, don't get me wrong, it is still a very good set, but because of all the cards, even the Charizard VMAX being only at around $500, it just would not justify any high price for the sealed products. And because of that, I do think that, it's a good thing for collectors and it's a good thing for players. For flippers, I guess, they would just flip other things. But yeah, but that's what I see this world to be, or this thing to be. Anyway, all these are mainly my personal insight. Remember, disclaimer, I'm not a, financial advisor or something like that. So don't listen, the price of this might go up, next week, skyrocketing $200. Don't come back saying that. Collect Pokemon, you said it wasn't a good investment, and so I sold it. I'm not telling you to sell it all at this point, but I'm just telling you that, if you want to hold on to it, expect a much more long-term hold on this product. That's it. Peace. This is Sky Pokemon.